Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Ever wonder what happens when a big company decides to sell off a part of itself? Well, today we're cracking open Etsy's latest filing to see exactly that. It's like when you sell your old guitar, but on a much larger scale. Before we dive in, if you're all about getting the real story behind corporate filings, make sure you're subscribed and join our Discord community. Link is in the description below. Let's get started. So the big news here is that Etsy has officially sold Reverb. Reverb is a musical instrument marketplace that Etsy owned. Think of it as Etsy, but specifically for guitars, drums, and other musical gear. Etsy decided it was time to let Reverb go, and the sale was finalized at the beginning of June in 2025. The buyer is a company called Reverb Intermediate Co. LLC. That company is owned by Reverb Partners LLC. Think of it like this. Reverb Partners is the parent company, and Reverb Intermediate Co. is the one actually buying Reverb from Etsy. Reverb Partners is connected to two other companies, Servco Pacific Inc. and Creator Partners LLC. So it's a bit of a corporate family tree situation. Now there's a little note in here that's pretty standard for these kinds of announcements. It basically says that this information isn't necessarily going to be considered official for certain legal purposes. It's more of a heads up than a legally binding statement. And finally, there's a list of exhibits which are just extra documents that go along with the filing. In this case, it's a cover page with some special computer readable tags. Not super exciting for us. Now, let's zoom out and think about what this all means. Etsy is primarily known as a marketplace for handmade and vintage goods. Reverb, while successful, was a bit of a different beast, focusing specifically on musical instruments. Selling Reverb allows Etsy to focus more on its core business, the handmade and vintage stuff. It's like a chef deciding to specialize in Italian food instead of trying to do everything. They can put all their energy into being great at one thing. What might Etsy do with the money from the sale? They could invest in improving the Etsy platform, attracting more sellers and buyers. They could also use it to acquire other companies that fit better with their main focus. It's all about growing and strengthening their position in the market. This move could make Etsy a stronger, more focused company in the long run. By focusing on their core business, they can really double down on what makes Etsy unique and successful. Alright, that's our breakdown of Etsy's latest filing. What's your take on this move and what it signals for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. And as always, don't forget to check out the Discord community linked in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.